Hello, this is Leela from the Freehold YMCA, and I'm here to keep you fit and healthy at home. Today's class will be a nice, easy flow, appropriate for all levels. And we are going to start in a seated meditation. So as I'm sitting here, I'm going to be here for about 5 minutes. So make sure you're sitting nice and comfortably, sitting on your seat. You can also choose to sit on your heels like this. So whichever is more comfortable for you. If you'd like to use a wall for your back, you can do that as well. So just want to take the first 5 minutes, close our eyes, start to allow the body to settle down to the ground. So we're feeling the heaviness of the body here. We're feeling the connection of the body to the earth. We're feeling grounded by this connection. And at the same time, we're feeling a nice lift through the crown of the head. So finding that balance between grounding and lifting. Once you've found this balance, start to draw the attention to the breath. Notice how you're breathing to start. If you find your breath is a little erratic or short or shallow, we're going to allow a deep relaxation through the body to allow that breath to relax, to lengthen, to deepen. And breathe in and out through the nose here. Keep the mouth closed. We'll make sure the arms are completely relaxed in the lap. The fingers naturally curl, the shoulders are released from the ears. And our face is soft and gentle, so there's no strain around the mouth or around the eyes or the brow. We'll stay like this for about a minute or so, and during this time, just really feel the workings of the body. Feel how the body is moving with the breath. Feel the stillness of the rest of the body. We'll take about 3 more breaths right here. And we'll bring our hands together at the heart. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling completely. Another deep breath just like that, in through the nose and out through the nose. And on this next inhale, we will start our class with 1 Om. Take a deep breath in. Gently release the hands to either side of your body. Float the eyes open. We'll make our way to our hands and knees. First pose we're going to come into today will be on the belly. So we're going to make our way onto our belly. And we'll spend a few breaths here. So just bring the forearms in front, as I have here. Lower the head onto your forearms. You can even wiggle the hips a little from side to side here to release the lower back. Let the legs be natural and relaxed. And we'll take a few minutes here just allowing the body to adjust to this Shavasana on the front side of the body. And then we'll lift the head. We're going to bring our hands, or our right arm specifically, to a T on the ground. So the palm of the right hand is on the floor, and it's in line with your shoulder. We're going to take the left hand right underneath the left shoulder, and we're going to start to roll onto the right side of the body by pushing into the left hand, keeping that head down, and possibly bending the knees here and stacking them to come into a really nice and comfortable shoulder stretcher for the right arm. So you can stay right here with your left hand, or if you'd like to go a little bit deeper and open through your chest, you can take your left forearm to your lower back. So just stretching through the shoulder here, creating some space before we get into any movement. If you'd like to go deeper from here, you can take your left leg, the leg that's on top, bring the sole of the foot to the ground and slowly start to open through that leg. Bring the knee up towards the ceiling, and you'll feel a little more of a stretch on the right side. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to slowly come out of the pose, stacking the knees again. If you brought the left arm behind you, bring it back to the floor. Straighten the legs, roll back onto the belly. Bring the forearms in front again, rest the head in the forearms, and take a few breaths. And now for the other side, we're going to straighten out through that left hand, place the left palm on the ground. We're going to bring the right hand under our right shoulder, and now we're going to push onto the left side of the body, again stacking the knees, keeping the head on the ground. And if you did so on the other side, take the right hand to the lower back here. And to go deeper, if you went on the other side, bring that top leg, the sole of the foot down to the ground, lift the knee up towards the ceiling to open a little deeper through the left shoulder. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly make our way out of the pose. Straightening through the legs, rolling back onto the front of the body. From here, we're going to come into a nice little back bend. Bring the forehead to the mat. Take the arms behind you, interlace the hands. Roll the shoulders back and bring the shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in, lift the head, lift the chest, straighten through the arms. Try not to hold your breath while you're up here. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Exhale, lower everything down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes under. Come back through a child's pose for a breath. So bring the big toes together and the knees apart. Let the belly fall between the thighs and lower the forehead to the mat. On your next inhale, lift up, coming to tabletop pose. Knees under hip points, wrists under shoulders. So we're going to take a little bit of movement here in our cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, and shift the weight forward over our arms. As we exhale, start to round the spine, look towards your belly button, push back. Almost coming into your child's pose. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, lean over the hands. Look up. Exhale, round the spine. Push back. Look down. 2 more just like this. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, lean forward, look up. Exhale, round. Good, and come back to your tabletop. We're going to come back into child's pose and come into a little twist. So keep the knees a little wider still, the big toes together. Come down into your child's pose. Take your right hand through to the left side. Lower the head down to the mat. And take a few breaths here. Now we're stretching the back of the shoulder, whereas in the beginning, when we're on our bellies, we stretched the front of the shoulder. Take 1 more breath. And then come out of this side, move right to the other side. Inhale back to your neutral child's pose. And then we'll make our way into a downward dog. Take a moment here to pedal out the legs, or move in any way that feels comfortable here for your body in your downward dog. And then come to a still downward dog. Draw the heels down towards the mat. Bring the head in line with the upper arms. Take a few breaths here. And then we're going to start to walk the hands back towards the feet, bending the knees any amount necessary. Coming into our forward fold here. Take a couple of breaths here. Allow the knees to be bent here so that we can support the lower back. And there's not too much of a strain through the hamstrings. And as you feel comfortable, you can begin to lengthen and straighten through the legs. Bring the right hand right under your face to the floor. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Lower the left arm down, reach the right arm up. Come back down with both arms, interlace the hands behind you, and start to lift up through the arms any amount to stretch through the shoulders. Keep the head reaching down towards the ground. And slowly release the arms back down. We're going to walk the hands forward, coming back to our downward dog. And let's step forward with that left foot between both hands. Lower the right knee down, coming into a low lunge here. Let the hips drop. Open through the chest and the shoulders. We're going to bring both hands to the inside of the left foot as we walk that left foot out to the side. So be loose and light with your left leg. If it wants to fall out a bit, if the inside of the foot wants to come up off the ground, that's fine. And give yourself some space here to move. From here, we're going to walk our hands forward any amount, coming down through the upper body, coming deeper into this lizard pose. And then walk the hands back in line with your foot. From here, we're going to stretch through the right hip. So what we're going to do is walk the left foot out to the left side. We're going to turn the body so we come onto the outside edge of that right leg. From here, we're going to allow the right leg to settle down towards the ground. Here, you're going to feel a really nice stretch through the right side of the hip. You can bring your left arm to rest on the left leg. And take a few deep breaths here. And then we're going to come right back out of the pose, coming back into our lizard. And bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot. From here, we'll start to walk back with the hands, lengthen through the left leg. Lifting the left toes here, folding over the left leg. Take turns pointing and flexing your left foot. You'll feel a really nice deep stretch through the top of the foot, even up into the shin a little bit. It's important to keep the feet nice and healthy and flexible. And then we'll come back into our low lunge. Curl the right toes under, lift the right knee, and step back into our downward dog. And again, from here, we're going to start to walk the hands back towards the feet, coming back into your forward fold. Again, lift the left arm up to the sky, right hand is right under your face. Switch sides. This time we're going to walk the hands over to the outside of the left foot. So coming into a gentle twist here, the left leg will lengthen. You'll get a bit of more of a bend through the right knee. And then walk the hands over to the outside of the right foot, and the left knee will bend a little bit more. Come back to center. Walk the hands forward, downward dog. Step forward with the right foot. Lower the left knee down. Low lunge here. From here, we're going to bring both hands to the inside of the right foot, walking the right foot out to the side. Again, feeling free to let that right leg just fall open. Let's take a few breaths here in our lizard pose. From here, we're going to walk the hands forward, coming down a little bit deeper. Any amount. Then walk the hands back in line with your right leg. We're going to come into that hip stretch again, this time on the left side. So we're going to walk that right foot out to the right side and start to turn so you come onto the outside edge of the left leg. Lower down to get a nice stretch into that left leg. And you can bring your right arm to the right leg. Pause here for a few deep breaths. And then make your way out of this pose, coming back into a lizard. And then walking to the right hand to the outside of the right foot. Low lunge. Start to lengthen through the right leg, lift the right toes, fold over the right leg. Again, take turns pointing and flexing the right foot. And then bend the right leg again. Lift the left knee, step back with the right foot, come back into your downward dog. Walk the hands back towards your feet, coming into forward fold once again. This time we're going to walk the feet a little wider, bring the toes pointing out a little bit so we can come into our Malasana, our squat here. Push your elbows into your knees, let the hips release down. 3 deep breaths. Bring your hands to the floor, start to push into the feet and lift the hips. Coming back to your forward fold. Bend the knees, start to walk the hands forward, downward dog. Step forward with the left foot. Keep that right leg lifted this time. And bring the right hand to the inside of the left foot, reach the left arm up to the sky. Keep sinking down through the hips. One more breath. Exhale, lower the left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Lengthen through the left leg. Bring the entire right foot down to the ground. Triangle pose. Lower the right arm down. Bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Bend the left knee and lift the right heel. Step back with the left foot, downward dog. Step forward with the right foot. Keep the left knee lifted. Come back into your twist. Right arm reaches up. As you exhale, lower the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Bring the entire left foot down to the mat. Triangle pose. Lengthen the right leg. Lower both hands down, either side of the right foot. Bend the right knee and lift the left heel. Step back with your right leg. Now we're going to bring the left knee forward, coming into our pigeon foot pose. So left knee towards the left wrist, and the foot comes out to the right side. Lower the right leg down and start to walk back through the right leg. Squaring off the hips here, so we don't want to be favoring one side of the hip over the other. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Coming down any amount. Continuing your peaceful and relaxed breath. We'll be here for about 4 more deep breaths. From here, start to walk the hands back towards the legs. Lift up through the upper body. Shift the weight onto the left thigh. We'll bring the right leg around to the outside of the left knee. So I'll just turn here so you can see me. So the sole of the right foot is down on the mat. You're not sitting on your left heel, but the foot is right next to the right hip. Take a deep breath in, hug the right knee into the chest. As you exhale, start to twist to the right side. You can hook the left arm on the outside of the right knee. That feels good. One more breath. Exhale, release forward. From here, we're going to take the right knee and stack it on top of the left knee. So we're just going to inch the right foot over to the left. We might need to adjust the seat a little bit here. So the knees are now stacked and the feet are on both sides of the body. This is our shoelace pose. So you can just place the palms of your hands on the soles of your feet. Roll the shoulders back. Sit up nice and tall. This is a deep hip opener here. From here, if you'd like to come a little deeper, take a deep breath in. Start to fold forward. Keep the seat on the mat. Coming down any amount that feels good for you here. Inhale to lift. We'll just bring that right leg back to meet the left. Come back onto the hands and knees. Make our way back into downward dog. So from here, moving to the other side for our pigeon pose, bringing the right knee to the right wrist, the foot out to the left. Start to walk that left leg back. Check that your hips are in alignment. And from here, start to fold forward. We'll be taking about 4 more deep breaths here. Keep settling down with the hips. And then on your next inhale, start to walk the hands back, lift the upper body. So again, we're going to just roll over onto the right thigh. Bring that left leg around to the outside of the right knee. Sole of the left foot on the ground, not sitting on your left heel. Sit nice and tall, hug the left knee into the chest and twist on an exhale to the left side. One more breath in. Exhale, release the twist. So from here, again, we're going to come right into our shoelace. Start to walk that left leg out to the right side to stack the knees, maybe shifting the seat a little bit here. Bring the hands to the soles of the feet, sitting nice and tall. If you'd like to go further, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift the upper body. Exhale, release the left leg. Lower down onto your back. Keep the knees bent here. Going to take a few breathing bridge poses. So walk the heels back. You should be able to touch them with your hands, with your fingertips. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart so your legs are parallel. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Bring the arms to a T, drop the legs over to the left. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale back to center, drop the knees to the right. Inhale back to center. From here, we'll make our way to final Shavasana. Walk the legs long. Let the legs fall out to either side. Bring the arms to either side of the body, palms face up. You might want to roll a little bit on the head until you find a nice place where your head feels comfortable. Close the eyes. Relax everything down. Finding that deep, relaxing breath once again. Closing the eyes and connecting to yourself deep within. Let's start to bring a little movement to the fingers and the toes. Turn the head from side to side. Reach the arms overhead. Walk the legs together and stretch a full body stretch. And as you exhale, start to hug your knees into your chest. Gentle rock from side to side. And then we'll make our way up to our seated pose to close out class. Finding your comfortable seat, sitting nice and tall, resting the arms in the lap. You can close the eyes here and take a few of those deep, deep belly breaths in and out through the nose. Again, we'll bring the palms together at the heart. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in and exhale. On this next inhale, we'll close class with one Om. Take a deep breath in. Namaste.